You know, this propaganda have made people not to look at issues passionately. You know, for somebody to come out and say that he has a contract to be killing Igbos, contract to be killing them.
All right, guys, welcome to my channel, guys. So for some time now, I would say since yesterday being the 14th of November 2025, there has been this trending news about, you know, the decision of a motor show and some other event that has been happening. All right, and just few days ago, I could say that's on 13th or 14th thereabout. Nnamdi Kanu sealed. Okay, so let me read it from here. It's a breaking news. Nnamdi Kanu files 550 million suit against Nigerian Medical Association over alleged forged report. All right. All right. So the development was disclosed by one of the Kanu's lawyer, Barrister Maxwell Opara, in a video posted on his Facebook page on Friday. It says the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, has instituted a 550 million lawsuit against the Nigerian Medical Association and 10 medical practitioners over an alleged falsified medical report issued against him. Now, this is FCT Court, Abuja. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has filed a 550 million suit against the Nigerian Medical Association and 10 other doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him, Opera said. So if you listen to this issue, we actually saw all this before now, all right? Even from the day the court asked that Nnamdi Kanu that a test should be conducted on Nnamdi Kanu so that they will know his medical conditions, all right? Whether he's healthy enough to be able to stand the next trials. And it happens that I think these medical practitioners have literally played on the intelligence of Nnamdi Kanu's supporters and Nnamdi Kanu's lovers, even on Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers. And I sincerely think that this lawsuit would actually serve them better. But then if anything that actually happens has to do with the government, that means that the government will be the ones to actually take care of the bills. All right, that's what it means because they didn't send themselves, and the decision wasn't between the 10 of them, but it was between them and the government that sent them. So that's. I'm also going to allow you guys to also listen to other people's analysis based on what is currently going on within the Nigerian government and the plans that seems like a plot somehow, all right, against Nnamdi Kanu to actually prosecute him, all right, against what he knows nothing about. So I'm going to allow you guys into the video, but just in case the first time you're meeting us, please don't be in a hurry to leave. Help us to hit on the subscription button right there and then turn on the post notification bell so that whenever we upload new videos, new updates, you get notified. And a lot of people also spoke about what is happening in the Southeast, the killings, the unaliving of people, Southeastern sons and daughters. And it was just made known to us that over 1,800 persons has been unalived within the space of 2 years in Southeast. And tell me, Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for over 10 years now. But then how is it that Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for over 10 years and all this unaliving has been going on? See, let us just be honest. Before Nnamdi Kanu went, or maybe before Nnamdi Kanu was arrested by the Nigerian government, there has not been any form of unaliving in this manner. I know most of the times when I say these things, people don't actually understand where I'm coming from and the reason I'm saying it. The reason I'm saying it is because we the Igbo, most of the times we should be considerate, all right? We know we have a lot of persons that actually support Nnamdi Kanu's vision and his person, all right? His confidence. But we should be very, very honest when it comes to exposing things that is dear to us, all right? Now, unaliving has been going on for over 2 years now, and 1,800 lives has been claimed alongside. What is the government doing about it? What is the people doing about it? Are we doing something to bridge that constant unaliving of people? Or are we the reason why these persons actually die? If you look at the situation of things now, you would understand that ever since the arrest of Simon Ekpa, which is the second in command of Nnamdi Kanu, there had been over 700 persons that have been unalived in the southeast. Why? And the shocking thing is that most of the times you ask people why and what's actually causing the unaliving of these people, they will tell you that these guys, or maybe this person that has been unalived, are the ones that has gotten themselves involved into criminal acts, and that's the reason why they've been unalived. But that's not the truth. We have heard and seen a lot of news, all right, it's coming from the people from homeland, all right, exposing the Nigerian militaries and some other security operatives that have been sent to these communities by Nigerian government, and how they unalive young people. Immediately they see you that you're from the age of 12 to age of 30 thereabouts. As a matter of fact, it came to a time that kind of incidents or that kind of buying was a normal thing in most of these communities. So I'm also going to allow you guys to pay attention to everything that's discussed in this video. And I'll be right back.
In fact, Buratai gave his subtle threats to Nyesom Wike. He has apologized, sort of, in a very subtle manner, says he respects the military as an institution, but that his issue is not with the military as a whole, as a unit. His issue is with a private individual. That's a former chief of naval staff. What's your reaction to this?
Look, in one hand, I will blame Wike for what happened.
Okay.
Everybody has condemned. As a minister, you are not supposed to be like this. But Esther, Wike was appointed by a principal. Have you seen that principal utter a word or say something?
Since this incident happened?
Yes.
Is the president supposed to put mouth in everything?
Hold on. This is your minister embarrassing you. In fact,
Barry said, Kuba, it can be looked in two different fronts. The minister could be defending.
I'm coming. Wike, the way he reacted to that military officer,
naval
officer, it was a direct affront to Tinubu, who is the commander-in-chief. That naval officer is answerable to his organ and then to Tinubu as the commander-in-chief, not Wike. That is a fact. Even Wike knows. It's not that Wike wanted to bulldoze his way, as always. But this guy stood up to him. That is the truth. Then, that the government have not said anything against Wike. Esther, it is strategic.
Strategic in what sense?
Yes.
You expect the government to speak against Wike that is working for the APC?
That is what I'm telling you now, because from what the condemnation you have received, you expected the government to say, look, because of what the people are saying. I remember when something like that happened in the Labour Party.
No, the government and supporters of the party have been blaming the naval officer and the military.
That's what I'm telling you. Because of what Wike is doing for APC.
Is it Wike doing it for APC or doing it for the country that he's serving?
Which country? When he told you that his allegiance is to Tinubu.
Yeah.
So the president will not say anything wrong in that, as long as Wike is good at rough fight. So he will leave him there. In fact, he will even commit another one before the weekend. That's whom he is, knowing fully well that Tinubu is supporting him. Esther, are you not worried with what happened in Rivers State and how the president was supporting Wike? Are you not worried? So that will tell you that the man is there for a strategic reason. And that's why he's acting in a normal claim. Wike ought to resign, but the president will not talk to him, or even, he will pretend he never heard what was going on, or, That's the truth. Because there is a greater mission that Wike is going to perform concerning 2027. But Esther, some people who claim to be holier than the Pope will say, because of this embarrassment, please, you can leave my government. I don't want any embarrassment. When the house he bought in US broke out, did you hear anything from the government? No. When the land he shared in Abuja broke out, did you hear anything from the government? No. But I know some candidate, presidential candidate in Zico, who will not tolerate it because of what the people will say. You say you are Mr. Clean, and somebody beside you is stealing money, is grabbing land, and you didn't say anything. It's the true of us. Is that not what plays out here? So Wike is acting because he has a supporter. That's just the truth. Ordinarily, when it comes to land matter, you don't take laws into your hand. It is the court that will decide who owns the land, not you. That is why when it comes to landlord and tenant issues, the police are not expected to come in. It always ends up in court. Yes. Ordinarily, you serve your tenant a quit notice, he will be there. He will not even bother. You know, he didn't even bother that, look, this man will call police tomorrow and they will throw me out. He will be there because he knows that the matter will go to court and it will not end in 1 month or 2 months. If you did not even answer the court, Esther, they will give you substituted service. I'm not joking. Who will have that patience? You see, the tenancy law is in favor of the tenants in Lagos State. They act with so much arrogance and impunity. That's why some landlords who don't have money for court or who don't have time for court, they will resort to self-help.
First, what are you saying now?
What I'm saying now is that there are things you don't need to dabble into as a leader. Allow your people to handle it.
He said that why he came in there was that the naval officers were harassing his people.
Go to court. Esther, he came there as what? As a policeman or what? Esther, just look at that statement.
As an enforcer of the law.
I'm beginning to think that you are from Wike family. Enforcer of which law? You can see, he hasn't indicted himself by that statement. Which law are you enforcing? Who gave you the authority? You are not supposed to. All you need to report to the authorities and look at what is going on. You go to court.
But don't you think as a minister in his capacity, he can revoke whatever license he wants to revoke on any land if he considers that the land is obstructing the orientation or organization of the blueprint of the FCT? And if he feels that said land did not follow due process?
If the government revoke your land as a citizen, you go to court and challenge it. If you are not satisfied, yes. The government have the right to revoke. But you, the citizen, if you sleep on your right, it remains.
But Wike is representing the government.
But in this case, he's not revoking any land. You want to use force to go into that land. He didn't revoke any land. He didn't. He was just trying to muzzle his way against, rule of law. And that's it. But for us to scale through, because we would have gone out from here.
Okay.
Yeah, we would have gone out from. So now, what Wike did is an affront to the president, but he kept quiet. Esther, a Tinubu that would have reacted with the different, send police, send army, send the, but up till now, he has not said, rather, what I heard that they set up a probe or something like that.
There was a situation with Magodo, one of the estates in Magodo in Lagos. Yeah. And that video, resurfaced after this altercation he did not lose his standing as a governor of the state in that authority. He asked questions which he ought to have asked. In fact, the police officer was responding in respect, even if he says no, he could not leave. But he was, you could see the humility and the submission. And while the governor was speaking with him. So is it about orientation?
Of course.
Is it about no? There's some kind of etiquette that public office holders ought to learn.
Expected, yes.
So there's a huge difference. That's the governor of the state, and FCT minister too is like the governor of the FCT, sort of. So what happened? Is it that these guys don't go through leadership training, don't go through etiquette and mannerisms of the office they occupy?
In the case of Wike, he started with Agboro in Motor Park. That's where he started in River State. Then start.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nothing can change those kind of people. He started with Agboro in Motor Park, where he was writing tickets. Those people that write tickets, they eat with the force.
Oh,
so when you started your political career from a Motor Park, Esther, what do you expect?
Personality. Please, what evidence do you have to substantiate?
But is that not where he started? He was chairman of a Motor Park or something before chairman of Obiakpo local government. Is that hidden? It's a fact now. So when you grow up from there, it's like making MC Oluomo a minister now. Esther, we are finished. you just recruit all these boys to be his aides. And those ones, when you speak too more grammar, they will break bottle.
Good.
Are you not the one that appointed him? So what were you expecting? No, what were you expecting? So those people are there for a purpose. Esther, Tinubu know what he's doing. He deliberately appointed him to do this kind of attack, whatever. He knows what he's doing. Can't you see it yourself? So when you appoint such a person, you know what to expect. So when you start acting, you just pretend as if you are not even around. Because you appointed him and he's doing what you asked him to do. That's the truth. All this one that Wike, ordinarily, like I told you, the normal process would have been for him to go to court and challenge the ownership of that land. Is that not true? Let the court decide. But he doesn't want to do that. It will be a waste of time for a Wike who want to bulldoze his way in.
Do you think he's going to be the downfall of Tinubu's administration?
No. Okay. Downfall, okay. If he did not bring downfall in Rivers State, which one will it does not. When everybody have run into APC, who else will challenge APC? Esther. No,
so you don't believe anybody can challenge them?
Nothing.
So if that's the case, then there's no need for them to invest too much in convincing anyone ahead of 2027.
Is that not where we are going? Because those people who ran there, those people who supported this thing, I pray that we run into a one-party state. I'll be here to welcome them. Esther, seriously, that's me. You know, when some of us say things, they don't take it serious until it happens. All the people that are running into APC, they say it's master strategy, this and that. He's doing it now, fine. We'll celebrate and clap for him, yes. But how about the repercussion, the implication? What happened to it? Or is there any infamy that brings good result at the end? No, it doesn't end well. Anything that started with infractions will end up with infractions, Esther. That is it. This thing that APC is doing, everybody running into APC, they say they are paying them money, they are inducing them and all that. No problem. But when you leave office, and the person there now refuse to give shishi, because all of us don't have the same character. What happened? Or will you be controlling Nigeria when you retire? Esther, will you be controlling Nigeria like you are controlling Lagos when you retire or when you leave office? You know it's not going to be possible now. Maybe by that time you now realize that you are building castle in the air. Yes. If APC is not solid on ground with good leadership, with good due process, giving people the opportunity to contribute to the party, when you leave there, that party will collapse, Esther. It's as simple as that.
You don't think someone is already being groomed?
Like who?
We may not know who the person is.
Whoever they are grooming, Nigeria will not tolerate that person. Even APC people will not tolerate that person.
How are you sure?
Because listen very well. The leadership of APC have enough financial watchers now. When they leave, that financial watchers may not be there and they may not have access to it. What do you think now will happen? No, tell me, what will happen? Is it not money they're using to control all these people? It's money now. So when that money is no longer flowing, who will listen to you?
But there are some core loyalists of Tinubu who will do anything for him.
When he leave office, they will live with him. Nobody will tolerate those things. Even the people of Lagos State, they are not even comfortable as it is. They are waiting for him to retire from office, or
Are you sure?
So that they will have a breathing space. Do you think this will continue forever? Esther, be sincere to yourself. Do you think it will continue? It will not. It will collapse.
All right, Barrister, let's take a very short break. All right, the evening rush continues. Esther, Nigeria still has to play the winner between Cameroon and DR Congo before going to play intercontinental champion elsewhere. Yes. Okay, so we have 2 more games to go. Yeah. Hopefully, when we win that, I do hope we do, because honestly speaking, we need anything that will just bring back the faith and the hope on Nigeria. Trust me, like we literally need it. Barrister Darlington, so based on what transpired today, Nnamdi Nnamdi Kanu has resubmitted, already he's asking the appeal court to stop judgment on his terrorism trial. He submitted the appeal against the November 20 judgment that, based on the fact that his trial had no significance to continue. So a couple of people think they think Nnamdi Kanu is deliberately delaying his case, the same case he complains that the FG has been delaying, that he's deliberately delaying it with all the tactics that he comes up with. Others feel that he ought not to have disbanded his legal team. Up to today, we've not heard really why the legal team were disbanded or they were no longer representing him. Rather, what has been happening is he's consulting with them. So nobody knows precisely what happened. We heard that there were threats on the lawyers, which obviously could tarnish their careers. We had different narratives, but the way it is that Nnamdi Kanu seems to want to represent himself. Do you think he's deliberately stalling when some people think that they already know what the obvious conviction would be?
I think Nnamdi Kanu is not helping his case. Because this thing he's doing now, I don't know where it will end up. Initially, when this matter was in the cooler, all of us were saying, please, why not begin this trial? Try this man. He said he's ready for trial. That was the demand of everybody. Now the trial have started. I am now saying that it should no longer continue. That means you don't even know what you want. I have advised Nnamdi Kanu, cool down. If this matter was trashed out at a big court, the 15 count charges, it will equally be trashed out at the Federal High Court where the matter is today. The fact they are not going to invent any other charge.
But while he was leaving the court today, some of the Supreme Court workers, they left their offices, came out to hail him, and he acknowledged their cheers by raising his fist in the air. I don't know if you had seen that video earlier today. There was this praise, everyone was hailing. Can you hear them?
So, when I'm in our office, so this is the they give a directive that 7 doesn't exist anymore. So that should amend it, change it, doesn't exist. I still let that same faulty law. Yes, it was a big error. So I want them to correct that. Was one of the motions we had. That's
All right, so that was what happened today. Sir, in your assessment...
Yeah, there's nobody without a supporter.
Okay.
Abi? Nobody. If politicians with all have done, they see have supporter, why wouldn't Nnamdi Kanu have a supporter? It's natural. For him to have come out to do most of the things he did, he should have supporters. Because people, at the end of the day, they know the person that is for them. Every human being in any setting, they know their leader. That is why the people choose their leader, especially in Igbo land. Nobody come out and say, I am this. No, it is the Igbo that choose their leader. What Nnamdi Kanu has suffered is enough to earn him some
followership.
Yeah, followership. It has never happened in Igbo land before. So anybody trying to suppress that will be wasting his time. There are people who are die-hard Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing you will tell them. They will listen to Nnamdi Kanu before you. That's the truth. And these are part of the reasons why the federal government is afraid of releasing him. Because of his popularity. But let me advise them, Esther. This man, what's his name? Frederick Forsyth, who is now late. When he wrote a book, Emeka, at the last page of that book, he said, it will not be long before another Emeka or Dimojo Ojukwu will rise up. He said it. That means there are people with discerning mind who will know, yes, that this is what will happen. This is where this is. As long as this marginalization continues, Esther, there are 1,001 Nnamdi Kanu in the southeast. Don't deceive yourself. There is 1,001 Nnamdi Kanu. We don't even know. The people that will come after him will be more deadly than him. We don't even know. Esther, about 20 years ago, did you believe that Nnamdi Kanu is in the Southeast? Did you hear anything from him? Did you believe that we have somebody like that in the Southeast who is strong-hearted? He don't even bother that he's in court and all that. He's challenging everybody, talking tough. Did you believe? That is it. So the earlier the federal government work with Nnamdi Kanu, the better. He is the only person who can keep the racist youth quiet. That's the truth. If the federal government knows what they are doing, they should release Nnamdi Kanu and work with him to bring peace in the Southeast. If anything should happen to Nnamdi Kanu, Esther, I wonder what will happen. Oh. It will be very difficult to control what will follow. Very difficult.
No, what do you mean what will follow? What do you mean?
You think those supporters will go and sleep or lie low?
What do you expect? I think that we should be careful of some statements that we make.
No, but is it not obvious? He has supporters.
Yes, he has supporters. Doesn't necessarily mean that it will devolve to whatever it is.
I said, do you know where whatever they will start? Do you know how it will end? You only know the beginning of any fight. You don't know where that fight will end.
Well, Marisa, you notice that in the whole of this, it is people of the Southeast that suffer the most when whatever it is that happens.
Did I tell you that sit at home was imposed on them, or they choose to do that in difference to Nnamdi Kanu's ordeal? Which one be suffering? Someone that is down need no follow? These people that they are killing in Imo State, was it Nnamdi Kanu that is killing them? The one Amnesty International said that over 1,800 and something human beings have been slaughtered in Imo State in 2 years. Was it Nnamdi Kanu that slaughtered them? Human rights violation. Was it Nnamdi Kanu? So these are the outcome of Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration. The federal government know what they are doing. When Asari Dogbo came out and said he had a contract to be cleaning the Igbo water. Was it Nnamdi Kanu that said it? No, let us, this propaganda have made people not to look at issues passionately.